but they're like purple and yellow.
Yeah.
I thought about kitty because I haven't done a kitty anything recently,
Okay, we're live.
and I guess it's just the tongue of that thing sticking out that is purple and yellow. But kitty showing up, but being in distress because a rival tentacle is threatening her, hit them.
Spot.
Yeah, stripe or so. Yeah, something, and it's like that. But it was something that popped in my head that didn't really develop, but I tucked away, and the only way I'll ever remember it is if I say it out loud to somebody.
Gotcha.
So,
I kind of dig that.
But I foolishly created kitty, and people kept it alive because it was a throwaway, and they liked it, so I may as well respect the audience.
Yeah.
I love that happens with most of your throwaways. You're like, I didn't even think that would work, and it's one of the more popular items.
Yeah, it just shows I have no idea.
Or
when I'm good, it's only because I was an idiot savant and had no fucking clue.
I think that is not so much an idiot savant thing, but it's a true artist thing. Like, you're just out here doing things and, creating and being creative. And you're really, and you're really not, like, chasing the trend.
No, that's obvious.
So
there's a lot of things I could do that would be more commercially effective or smart.
Are you talking about the upcoming Fodder Inc. hentai?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, I could totally play into things that people chase. I mean, there are lots of buxom characters out there that garner a lot of attention each week, but it's not really what I want to do every day.
Yeah, I mean, hey everybody.
Welcome to Two Fools Rushing, and I'm Jeff.
I'm a Minecraft fisherman.
I'm the artist.
I'm the guy that sometimes talks.
That you are, sir.
That you are. That you are indeed.
And screw anyone who tries to deny it.
Anybody watching any World Cup this week?
No, never. Not in my life. Other than news clips of Belgian team doing YMCA dance in their locker room, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
I have regrettably not kept up with the World Cup at all this year.
Perfectly fine. I've been watching the World Cup. That's about the only thing that I've watched that was TV. So if nobody watched that, I can't contribute this week.
I truly enjoy the football. I don't know. I just was not prepared for it to be in our country this year, and with all the terrible, shitty things that we did to people trying to get here for the World Cup, I just lost all desire to care.
It's icky.
Yeah. I don't know how bad it was, because I hear some stories and some one-offs and whatnot, but I did enjoy the number of people that showed up and were just like, oh, this is why Americans are fat, as they were eating all of our food and stuff.
Yeah.
All the TikToks.
I'm worried there won't be enough ranch for the rest of us.
Yeah. No, I think the things like that kind of soured me this year was when the referee was denied entry to the United States.
Right.
And then the shenanigans with, was it Iran or Iraq's national team where we
Iran.
we royally fucked them over, and it was very clear that this was a fuck you to Iran. Like I don't know. It got politically tainted for me, and I just stopped caring.
And it's that's the whole World Cup, Olympics, all these kind of multi-country competition things are intentionally supposed to be outside of that. And some orange buddy didn't
I get it.
learn that ever.
FIFA is corrupt as fuck, or at least they were. I don't know if they've cleaned up their act at all, but
I don't think so. That's not the
this
consensus.
This just felt like such a garbage ass thing to do to people. But apparently, I am in the minority on that opinion, and I'm okay with that. I don't begrudge anybody having fun with the World Cup. My kids, who between the three of them collectively have one season of playing soccer / football, have been totally engrossed in it.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I've been watching it. It's spread out enough where you're not watching, like, not a whole lot of games are on top of each other.
Yeah. Now, okay, so I understand that the U.S. and Mexico are, like, hosting matches.
And Canada, yeah.
Okay, Canada's part of it as well. Okay. And I don't remember hearing any new stadiums, so I'm assuming this was a whole lot of, like, existing infrastructure used.
Yeah, there was nothing new built for this. It was all soccer and football stadiums, and I think Mexico only held games in the one stadium.
Yeah.
Stadium Azteca that they've got down there.
Yeah. It's a gorgeous stadium.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I don't think there was anything.
Okay.
There might have been one other location that they used early on, but I know their stadium was the only one they used for the the rounds that counted after.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a question since you've been watching. I've seen lots of banter and discussion in social media places that I frequent about the red card that the American got.
Sure.
Was it a valid red card or no?
I don't believe it should have been a red card.
Okay. Yellow?
He was in the air, and a guy kind of cut in front of him, and he came down on his leg, but he was looking at the ball the whole time. It wasn't even called a foul on the field during the actual run of play, and they went back and reviewed it, and so I get if they would have made it a yellow, but not a red.
Okay.
And it wasn't reversed because Trump did anything. Even
though he took credit for it,
right? Even the corrupt FIFA president Infantino said, yeah, Trump called me about this, and I told him it's not in my hands. It's with this one thing, and it was overturned on whatever technicality they had.
Okay.
Look,
I didn't even know it was overturned.
They didn't overturn it. They suspended it for a year, so he can just serve it in the future, basically.
I thought it was probation.
The exact same.
I thought it was probation, and it went into effect if he did anything.
Well, they suspended the final ruling for a year, so I mean, it may be like a probation type of thing with that as well. But either way, it's not going to be a yay or nay for another year. And then,
yes, I randomly read a sports article.
Wild.
There was also
because
Ronaldo
it was about this. and was interesting.
Ronaldo had a 3-game match ban, and 2 of those got wiped away so he could play in the opening rounds.
Wow.
Same deal. There was one other person that had the exact same thing happen where, some things were suspended for the point for you
Horse
for
trading.
this.
Yeah. Hey, it really kicking him out earlier every week. That's hilarious.
I don't know that.
Keep it out of the way early.
I don't know that he's going to agree.
What was it?
I said it kicked you out even earlier this week. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, in the scheme of things, I don't think it should have been a red card. Once it was a red card, if they had just reversed it on their own, then I would have been fine with it. The fact that Trump took credit was the whole thing about it. But
That's just
we played a man down for 30 minutes, which is, a penalty already. It wasn't like he got a red card and you were like, oh no, didn't count.
Right.
So I don't know.
Okay.
I'm fine with the way it went down as far as the final decision. I'm not great with all the bullshit that happened in between there.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, otherwise, nothing crazy.
So I watched some shit.
I did too. I think we watched one of the same things.
What was that?
Hail Mary.
Nope.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
I have not watched it yet.
Okay. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah, we watched it a couple weeks ago. I really liked it.
On the 4th, I did what every red-blooded American should have done, and
deep-throated a hot dog.
No, I made sure that it wasn't the 4th of July until Jeff Goldblum delivered a virus to the aliens.
Oh, okay.
Then I followed that up with a 3-episode miniseries. I believe it's on Peacock, called The War of the Worlds. It is apparently it's supposed to be more accurate to the original H.G. Wells story. It's from 2019. I had never heard of this thing.
Excuse me.
It is. It is
I believe
set
I
in.
had heard of it. Yeah.
It's set in early 20th century England. I really enjoyed the take. The overall story, aliens show up, blah blah blah, die, hey, we made them sick, they died. All the points of the War of the Worlds, it hits all those. It wraps it in a really nice, very beautiful, period correct aesthetic. From what I understand, the Martian things are more accurate to Wells's description. The story was a little soapy. Dude living with his mistress, that his wife won't grant him a divorce so that he can marry. They're the main characters. Some of that stuff, really needed for the plot, but yeah, sure, it's time filler for 3 episodes. I really enjoyed it. And then I watched, well, I shouldn't say I've watched. I'm in the middle of watching Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
Is this the Tom Cruise one?
No. No.
I'm sorry.
No. Okay, so here's what I'm going to tell you.
Fan, so
I'm a huge fan of the Universal monsters. I'm a big fan of The Mummy. I love the Brendan Fraser movies. I didn't hate the Tom Cruise version. Like, I didn't like it, but I didn't hate it. But I also like going back in time to the old Mummy movies. I fucking love that shit. The Mummy is probably my second favorite of the Universal monsters.
Okay.
I'm
probably one of the 3 people in the world who like the Benicio del Toro Wolfman movie.
I didn't hate it.
I love the transformation, the brutality of it, and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it.
So I'm in the middle of Lee Cronin's The Mummy because you remember when Daredevil came out on Netflix and we were like, holy fucking shit, you can't binge this?
Uh-huh.
It wasn't Daredevil so much as Jessica Jones, but...
Well, yes, same thing.
Point taken.
Yeah. Man, Lee Cronin's The Mummy, I don't know if you can watch that movie in one sitting. That is just like some, and this probably goes back to what I like in horror, what this movie is delivering. This feels a lot like more in the vein of like torture porn horror than horror. Like the story is interesting, the way they've set up the mummy and the mythos and whatnot. I really like all of that, but god damn, the grotesque scenes and shit, like they are filmed in a realistic, believable style, and I am just not super enjoying that.
When was this made?
I think it came out this year.
Yeah.
Let me check.
It came out this year.
Yeah, it came out this year. I mean, I want to say that the third act has just started. Have you watched it, Jeff?
I have not watched it. I have read the complete plot.
Okay.
So having read that, I would absolutely have been like not knowing, so because it does, what I read didn't include some of the graphic nature of the kills. But
well,
just...
a lot of this isn't even like the kills. Like there is a scene where the mother and the grandmother are cleaning up the girl after she's back in their custody, and they are trimming her nails.
So let me rephrase. It doesn't include deep dives into the disturbing imagery.
Okay. So they are trimming her nails, and her big toenail comes off completely from her toe, which, okay, that's kind of gross. And it, at the same time, pulls and tears a line of skin up her foot, across her ankle, and I guess up her shin.
Oh, no, it does include that, yeah.
Like, whoa.
Because it seemed like that was integral to the plot in some way.
So there is part of that is like, yes, the details that come out of that are kind of integral. I will agree with that. But damn, that was just such a fucking hard scene to
It was a little
stomach.
too juicy for you?
It was a little too fucking real, dude. Like,
but the whole thing, just reading it, it was just like, oh yeah, this definitely seems like something Chad would enjoy.
Yeah, totally.
If you can remove the in your face disturbing imagery element and just read it as a plot, this absolutely is a movie that you're gonna love.
Yes.
Then you get in there and it's like, oh my god, what am I looking at? I can understand how there would be that disconnect. I
would much rather watch another Saw movie than this movie.
Ooh, that says something too.
Yeah. So I'm at the point in the plot where the police have gone to the plantation or farm, whatever they refer to it as in the script, in Egypt.
Okay.
And they have captured they have killed someone, they have captured another person, and they have the contents of that box that the other person.
You're in the home stretch.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. They just watched that. What was in the box? And goddamn, man, that's a tough watch. And it's a shame because, like the story is amazing. Everything about this world and this mythos that they've set up so far, yeah, love it.
Although now that I think about it, that sanitization is part of how I can know as much as I do about horror movies without having to see the ones that are in that genre that I don't care for.
Yeah. Like, if you're gonna do gory stuff, like, it's not that I hate gore. I watched the first Terrifier movie, and I'm like, yeah, okay, it was a little over the top with its gore. I appreciated the practical effects of it. That's probably like Terrifier 1 is probably where I would cap, like, that's the amount of torture porn in a horror movie that I'm okay with. And then Terrifier 2 just is like, well, fuck you, hold my beer. I haven't watched Terrifier 3.
I think it pours hydrochloric acid into the beer.
I believe so, yes. So, I'm like, okay, well, I love a horror movie with a fantastic story, with a riveting, tense plot. I just give me Alien, man. Give me The Thing.
See, when it comes to Universal monsters, my favorite, it kind of tells you the amount of gore and monster I like is Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Okay.
That suit is awesome. Some of the shots are freaking amazing, and there's no real gore.
Nope.
People get snatched and killed, but that's about it.
I will say the latest Nosferatu movie that they did last year, I think, maybe 2024.
The one with William Dafoe.
Yeah, that was fucking amazing.
I haven't seen it.
Keep some of these movies in mind for later.
Okay.
The Creature from the Black Lagoon, Mummy, like the stuff that y'all have been talking about. Keep those movies in mind for later.
Okay.
For why?
Because after y'all talk about the stuff you want to talk about, I want to talk about my game.
Oh, okay. Right.
I am super excited about this, and that's why I'm going to talk a lot, and that's why I want to wait.
Okay. So I did watch one more thing that I want to talk about, and it doesn't have to be talked about very long because I know we've all seen it. I watched Tremors yet again.
I saw it was on Paramount or something, and
yes,
I'm like,
it is.
Man, I gotta watch it, but not today. I got stuff to do.
I fucking love that film.
That show's that movie's timeless. It's perfect.
It is. My wife is like, this is so cheesy, and I'm like, yeah, kind of.
No, it isn't. It's fucking beautiful.
Like, to be fair, there are some cheesy elements to Tremors.
I know what I'm getting.
But I know what I'm getting going to it. It was such a mindfuck as a kid when I watched it because I'm like, he's the dad from Family Ties. And that's Reba McEntire. And what? I was so, like, when I first watched it as a teenager, I did not understand what a prepper was to even identify it and say, oh, they're preppers. God, that movie is just so great.
And the length of time you get before you see the monster.
Yeah.
And the build-up, I think Kevin Bacon's character lays it out later. It's a smorgasbord. He's going down the road, kind of thing, and pointing it out. It's like, we've seen it. We know what it is, or we know what it's doing.
Yeah. God,
this
that movie.
great.
Yeah.
It knows what it is, though.
It does. It is a very self-aware film.
Like, it doesn't try to be anything that it's not.
Right. And you know what? There's definitely something to be said for taking that approach to things.
But it is a prime example. I think another movie in this category is Stargate. Great movie. The follow-ups leave something to be desired.
Yeah. Now I will say, you got to get pretty deep. I want to say it's like the 6th Tremor movie. That's so fucking wild to say that there are fucking 6 of them. But I want to say it's the 6th one that is actually way better than it had any right to be.
Okay. I don't know that I'd ever get that deep.
I mean, it's still
The
got.
second one was pretty bad.
Well, yeah, the second one was pretty bad.
I don't know if I've ever. I don't know that I would ever get past that. So I'm like, now you're soiling the memory I had. It's like when I tried to watch the live action Cowboy Bebop. Like, nope, this is ruining my image that I hold dear of the animated series. I can't watch this anymore.
You didn't like the live action Bebop, eh?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm in the minority then. I actually really enjoyed it.
I gave it all, I bought into it, but I just can't get it. It's I don't know, just too many things. It's a story that best fits animation in my mind.
Sure. I will have to take your word for it. Like, I've watched some of Cowboy Bebop, the anime, but I would not say I've watched a lot of it.
There's not a lot of it. So I mean, it's a short series. So
I think I've watched like 3 episodes.
Okay, there's more than that, but
okay.
It's not a really long anime, but it's not particularly short. I don't even know how many episodes it is, but each character has a backstory and a reason why they're on the I forget the name of the ship. Is it the Bebop? Yeah. Why they're on that ship and why they're together, and that kind of flows out of the series. But
take your word for it. It's I enjoy anime, but I'm like super picky about the shit that I'm going to watch all the way through.
Yeah.
There's that one anime that's like thousands of episodes in now that everybody talks about.
One Piece.
And I'm just like, One Piece, yeah. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't care.
I can't get into that one either, yeah.
Yeah, like...
I like the live action of it. I didn't watch the...
Yeah, that was fun.
I watched like a season of the anime, and it's not bad, but it's not something I'm going to spend my time on.
Gotcha.
But I did like the live action.
The boy and I are like 80 episodes in.
Jesus.
I mean, they're not that long.
Yeah.
I think I'm 30, 40 in, and that was just casual.
We're planning to do it, and honestly, with Nicole's going to be on vacation next week with Mara. They're going to Myrtle Beach. I might take a couple days and just do that with the boy.
Gotcha. The only other thing I want to talk about is I talked about the Mexican metal mariachi band thing.
Sure.
They dropped a new single almost 2 weeks ago to the day. I think this is day 13 that it's been out. It is called Arriba la L.A. I would roll my R's if I could, but I can't. So just you have to deal with me being a gringo. But that song
You've come so far.
Yeah. God damn, that is fucking musical perfection.
I sent you a couple links to musical shits over the past week, I think.
Yeah, you sent me that one about the beatboxing in the back of the classroom with the pen and shit.
Yeah, that was amazing. I thought that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then there was another one that was just kind of a weird mashup of genres or something. But yeah. Whenever I see something strange or interesting musically, it's like, okay, Chad needs to see this.
Yeah. I am really excited to see. So I found this. We'll call it a personality on social media. Her name is Ariel Hyatt. She's a tap dancer, and she's doing these tap dance step videos to like metal music.
Interesting.
She's popped up in my feed.
She is fucking amazing. Like by the way, she's also the 3-time Canadian national champion for tap dance. So it's not like, she's some like not talented person
lately.
Yeah, but I will find the one that I thought was amazing. Now, most of these, she's doing this with like legit metal, not like okay, so she did Hot for Teacher. That was actually really impressive because she does the whole like percussion intro thing as tap. But like it's like Lamb of God and Sepultura and all these bands. But it really does show off her timing capabilities. This one, I will share this one because this is one of my favorite metal songs of the past 20 years.
Is it Higher by Creed?
Yes, totally. Higher by Creed is definitely one of
by Dave Matthews and Santana.
It's not Dave Matthews.
Not Dave Matthews.
It's not Dave Matthews.
I fucked it up. Rob Thomas. Damn it.
Dave and Santana did do a song. Smooth.
Well, I know. No doubt they did. So yeah.
Yeah, but I sent her tap performance for Slipknot. I've been working out.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I've been working out 3-4 days a week. I would say that my cardio is in better shape than I've been in a long time, and she fucking exhausts me. Just watching it. So that's everything I got to talk about as far as what I watched.
There was a lady I follow on Instagram, or I see on Instagram. She's part of my algorithm now. She does I want to call it twirling, but it's not. It's like bow staffs and like little lightsabers and stuff. She spins them, jumps, and does flips over them and shit like that. And she had posted something on Instagram of she basically, I don't want to say she shared, but she showed a hot, scantily clad girl doing some of her twirls, and then she posted it side by side with hers, and it's basically someone just stealing her posts and redoing it in AI for some, here, check out boobies with sticks. And it made me sick.
I follow her.
She's awesome. Some of the shit she pulls off is like, God damn. But yeah, that was just kind of sad to see.
Yeah.
And we were talking about AI earlier and thought it was shareable. But
at some point
have
in the
seen
future,
a trend with a lot of artists I follow online that are dumping Adobe.
Yep.
They're moving in droves away from Adobe because
Yep.
Adobe keeps pushing so much AI shit
Yeah.
on everybody.
Yep.
They're like, this isn't creative. This isn't what I pay a subscription for. And every time I save something at work, if I'm saving it to the server, it's
Mm-hmm.
like, you've saved this outside of the cloud. Do you want to save it to the cloud? I'm like, no, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah. I can tell you there's been a weird secondary market surge because of this.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of companies getting a lot of business because of choices AI
Well,
Adobe made.
not just that, but like the cost of old school Adobe Creative Suite physical
Oh,
media,
non-subscription based shit.
yes, has increased almost 200% now.
Mm-hmm. To the point where if you got that shit, I mean, I wink wink have that stuff somewhere. But
I have 2 copies. I have my full Adobe Creative Suite CS5 that I bought during college, and then I have my Adobe CS4 that I got.
I think I have a copy of 6 somewhere. So yeah.
I every week I use Adobe CS5 without fail. That is what I do the final edits to the strip in. Resizing and all that jazz. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of crucial.
Yeah. I am thinking about working on trying out, I don't know if you pronounce it Photopea or Photopia.
Not real familiar with it. So
It is an
correct either way. I'm not.
It is an online browser-based Photoshop.
Oh, that was um Goa, something like
GIMP.
that. GIMP. There you go.
GIMP wasn't online though.
Used to use that, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, it wasn't online. It was just it was a Mozilla framework.
What was that then?
I used
There's one I
GIMP.
just went to a website and you could use it.
I mean, that's what Photopia or Photopea or whatever it is. That's what that is.
That's the one I was thinking of, and I just didn't know the proper name for it.
Yeah.
I guess.
It's pretty handy. I mean, like it's it is not as good as modern Creative Suite Photoshop.
No.
But if you're looking for that, like,
there's a lot of shit in there that I will never use.
Right.
I work professionally with Photoshop every day.
Right.
And there's shit I'll never touch.
Yeah. If you can get by with like Photoshop CX6, Photopea or whatever is going to work for you.
Yeah. It's getting to the point where there's the open office equivalent to Photoshop that's going to work just fine.
Yep. And I'd like to say that I feel bad, but
no.
Now I will say,
your day in the sun for so long, and you're in a quest to try to give us the next great thing, or you're panicked to think you're going to be replaced. You're fucking it up.
I will say there is one Adobe product that professionally I am locked into. I have no other choice. Because we have to design to Acrobat standards.
We use
because
they send print files to, overseas and to the even domestic printers. We send print ready PDFs to press.
Right.
So
Yeah, we all of our documents that we produce out of our software. So, hard copies of sales orders, purchase orders, invoices, packing lists, bill of ladings, like all those kinds of documents. We have to build them to the Adobe standard because we have to expect that they're going to use any PDF viewer.
Yeah.
So we have to design to that standard. So yay.
Receivable by all.
Yep. Which is fine. I mean, in the grand scheme of things.
That's the whole point of PDFs and Acrobat to begin with.
Right.
A format you don't need to buy a program, and anyone can share it.
Right.
And you can protect it by making it read-only, etc.
Yep. I would like to get to a point
fulfilling its purpose.
Yeah. I'd love to get to a point where we're not relying on it, but I just don't think you can. I really don't.
There's going to have to be a mass industry shift before that happens.
Right. So it is what it is.
And honestly, don't ask for that.
No, God, no.
Because that just means a whole bunch of problems and a long time before everything gets to the steady waters we have now.
Yeah, I've been dealing with a seismic industry shift right now. I don't need enough. I promise, I'm good.
Circling us back around, what'd you watch, Ray?
Project Hail Mary. It was on Amazon.
So is it free on Amazon, or do you have to pay to rent it?
It's free.
Okay. Well, because the last thing I had saw was that it was available for $99 or something. I was like, I hear it's really good, but okay.
It is good. It's cool. From a I like space stuff kind of point of view.
Yeah.
There's some science in there that I know is, fake for the movie.
Sure.
But they make a good, sci-fi explanation for why it's working. And I did watch a interview with Neil deGrasse Tyson talking about the journey and the theory of how it's working, and I still don't understand how. I'll let you watch it before I say anything to spoil.
Before next week, I will have watched Project Hail Mary and the interview with Neil deGrasse Tyson, and that way I can comment on both. Okay.
And I will find the Neil deGrasse Tyson and make sure I understood his argument. But yeah, it's more to do with like we want to travel to distant stars. We can only carry so much fuel. At some point, we have to turn the engines off.
Correct.
And reserve enough fuel to stop when we get to the destination.
Correct.
But if you can have your foot on the gas the entire time because you have quote unquote unlimited or beyond comprehension amount of fuel,
sure,
you can reach near, because resistance and ample enough time to get near light speed. And once you're doing that, you're traveling at a rate of speed where time is not equivalent to the time you left behind.
Correct.
So your travel time might only be 4 years, but it's hundreds of years have passed on Earth.
Correct.
Time dilation is fun.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem I have with the movie. It's a whole a mission is sent to save Earth. They have to get somewhere. Oh yeah, he's traveling fast. he gets there in the 4 years, which is well within the 30-year window to save whatever, but he still has to come back, and when he comes back, all that time has transpired.
Yep.
So there's no, like, on the return trip, if he goes just as fast, it doesn't rewind anything.
Correct.
So that's where I got lost in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, it was the same kind of thing. I'm not saying you did, but other people struggled with the time sequences in Interstellar when they were near the black hole.
Yeah, I think those are more accurate.
The time dilation that they're talking about there, that is accurate.
Gravity. Yeah, that's gravity time dilation, not speed. So
right. The black hole stuff, that's different kind of time dilation, but the speed of light time dilation is wild. I mean, it's why when we look into the night sky, we can see things that are,
gone.
They're gone because we just haven't gotten the light to tell us that is gone yet. And it's a shame because I have a feeling that my favorite star is probably already gone. We just don't know it yet.
Yeah, and that's just distance. The universe is way bigger than we're capable of understanding.
Yep.
A lot of people, just take that for granted, I guess. They watch too much sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, etc., and move about the galaxy inside an episode. No, it's not necessarily right. And if you do, when you come back, a lot of shit has changed.
Yeah.
Now, granted, a lot of those sci-fi places kind of fudge the rules by having a warp, light speed, hyperspace, etc. type travel, which doesn't allow the time dilation. So
right.
And a lot of people really fail to take into account just how infinitesimal we are on the cosmic scale. With that in mind, Dylan, what have you watched?
It isn't even
like I said, just the World Cup. I mean, we watched a 2005 episode of Hell's Kitchen yesterday, but I don't think that's very exciting. So, yeah, been the World Cup because they've had 2 matches a night, and that covered most of the night for the last 2 weeks. Yeah. I don't think there's much else going on.
Just to confirm, MLS is not currently playing, right?
Correct. They do come back like the 25th. They come back before the cup is over.
Okay.
Because, most teams are out by that point.
Right.
But, yeah, they are... I'm going to a game, like a friendly against Burnley, who just got demoted back to the championship in England. They like to do their warm-ups by just coming over and playing like exhibition matches in the US and try and pick up some fans, things like that. So we normally play a bottom of the table Premier League or middle to above table championship team every year. So this is who we're playing this year.
Gotcha.
So they're back. We have officially we will probably sell our other guy who went to the World Cup, but we already sold one of our guys over the break here because the transfer window opens up Monday, I think. But you can make deals ahead of time because seasons are over for other people. And the top goal scorer on our team, if that guy moves, will be 2 goals. Because our main striker got injured, our secondary striker got sold, and our other guy, who's a winger and occasionally scores goals, will be probably sold to England for championship.
Brutal.
Well, we paid for at least one new guy who was in the Spanish league and doing well, so we should be okay. And then next year, the other guy comes back from torn ACL. We'll see how he is. But yeah, we had an interesting rest of the year, and then they're switching to the same schedule, like fall to spring, like they do overseas, which they think will be better for being able to purchase players and things like that. And it's not going to go well because the other countries aren't competing against the NFL and all the other stuff that happens. So now we'll just be competing against that stuff more, and I just don't think that's going to help attendance or any other thing that's happening.
Well, they understand it. It's fucking cold here, right?
Yeah, like they don't play basically December, January. Like they take a break.
Okay.
So like they might play into like the first week of December. I mean, a lot of Northern European countries take this type of break too.
Okay.
So, we'll just start at like the very end of July instead of the middle of August, and then we'll take off that 2-month window in between there, and then see where we're at from there. But yeah, I mean, there shouldn't be that many terrible games like in the snow because of that break, but we're still up against all the other sports now instead of just baseball in the summer.
Right.
And with just baseball, it wasn't so bad because that's on every day. So it's not like anybody's missing a big game to watch soccer. We'll see.
You're a little more one last thing, Mr. Bookman. You're a little more in tune with the round ball, Dylan. Is it true that LeBron is not going back to LA?
Yeah, he already told him he's not going back there.
Okay.
Where he does go, I don't know, because he hasn't announced yet, and he does like to make a
spectacle of it.
Big spectacle of it, yeah.
Right. Huh. Are the
I don't
Cleveland
know
people thinking, begging?
No. He's not. He's still LeBron, but he's not LeBron. Right. Ironically, Golden State is the front runner.
Why?
I don't know. So he
because they can
play
afford
with
him.
a bunch of aging people and try and.
Right. I was gonna say, like, isn't like I'm assuming Golden State is still, Curry, Draymond, Clay.
I don't know if they have Clay.
Okay.
I feel
I haven't heard Clay's name in a while. I don't know if he's.
I feel like he was at least like up for a new contract and may not have gone.
Isn't Durant on Golden State?
I don't know. I can look up while we're doing stuff here, but yeah.
It's so weird.
He's gonna go somewhere.
Okay.
Giannis went to Miami, and they've got no team around him, so I don't know what they're supposed to be doing.
Wasn't he Milwaukee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody thought he was going to go to Boston because Boston was making a run for him, and then he went to Miami, and nobody knows why. Because what's he going to do?
Because his name's Giannis, and he wants to go party on the beaches, man.
Yeah. I don't see Draymond on Golden State.
Golden State has Jimmy Butler, Seth Curry, Stephen Curry, Draymond Green. I mean, Al Horford, Gary Payton Jr., Kristaps Porzingis. It's a lot of people who were kind of good 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
the Porzingis name rings a bell, but I couldn't tell you why.
He played for the Knicks and was supposed to be really good. Then he got hurt a bunch. But like last year, their record was 37-45, and they still were in the play-in game in the playoffs in 10th.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Huh. Okay. Well, Stranger Things and whatnot.
It's one of those times where there's 2 or 3 teams, and I don't think anybody else is going to have a chance. I guess Jaylen Brown moved to Philadelphia, so they're now kind of the front runners. And then, I mean, I'm sure the Knicks will still be considered a front runner, whether or not they are, just because they won.
Yeah.
I'll just say for the sake of New York, I hope they don't win again. I don't know if the city can take it.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty good 12 months for the city of New York. They got a new mayor. They balanced the budget. They're cleaning shit up. They're taxing the billionaires. They won the fucking NBA finals.
Did you see? I mean, there's something stupid every day, but they were complaining about Mondani because he had a photo taken in front of a desk, and like you could see the drawers on the outside.
Because it was a partner desk.
Correct. And of course, they're too fucking stupid to know what that is. So, it's just funny that.
And it's not like it's Go ahead.
Oh, they complained that he was messing up the Knicks party because he told them they couldn't be too close to the stadium because they were, wrecking shit. And then that was after he already had to create a fucking special security area because Trump decided to show up to one of the games and take a nap.
Right.
And like, just everything.
Yeah.
Take a nap.
I mean, it's what he did.
Yeah.
So fucking insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Donnie was the EP.
Sleepy Donnie. Wait. No, let's say that.
Yeah.
The convicted sex offender.
Donnie. Yeah,
in
there we
chief.
go. That's the one.
Fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Convicted felon in chief. Yeah.
And these are things we can say because they're facts.
Correct.
Yep.
So nice. I can't think of anything else I need to talk about. If you want to,
I mean, we're attacking Iran again. If you'd like to use that for your investment purposes, but
so
let's hear about this game.
All right, so real quick, I watched 8 movies. Would have been 9, but I wasn't able to find time to watch Ready or Not 2. It's on Hulu.
It is.
Okay. 7 of the movies I'm not going to...
Wait, is that the game where they're playing the game hide and seek the first time?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
The sequel has all kinds of people who were horror movie actors in the 90s, and looks like it's going to be just a bunch of fun.
No, I've been waiting for that one, so that's good.
So 7 of the movies, not really going to talk about because I've talked about them a bunch already. I rewatched the Scream series, just because I do that. It's comfort food. And then I want to say on the 4th, we watched the new Enola Holmes movie. It's okay.
I did see that was out and haven't watched it yet.
It's
we are going to watch it. We were waiting for the kids. They were at my parents' last week, so
like it's a fine movie. It is a perfectly acceptable movie within that franchise.
sure.
If you liked the first two, you'll probably like this one.
Yeah. I mean, I don't set my sights too high. We're going to watch it because we'll watch it, but I'm not like, oh my god, this better be amazing.
Yeah. So that's stuff I watched. Now, let me talk about this game. So I've been having trouble sleeping, and so I've been having flashes on a horror game, and just like bits and pieces are coming to me, and I think I've got it pretty well fleshed out now, short of like numbers of cards and numbers on cards. So basic idea is that you are playing as one of a group of survivors, of hopeful survivors. Object of the game is to make it to the end. Yeah, because there is something trying to kill you. Maybe it's an alien, like the xenomorph, or maybe it's a creature from the Black Lagoon.
No promises. Those things are highly copyrighted.
They are, but those are the examples, and that's why I said to keep those movies in mind, because those movies all have a particular aesthetic. So here is what I envision. I envision a 5-location spread. Each location is keyed to the thing you're trying to avoid. So, or each spread rather is keyed to the thing you're trying to avoid. So if you're trying to avoid the hockey mask killer, then the card spread is going to be the camp. And it's going to be like different locations at the camp, like the barn and the lodge and the lake.
So the monster is chosen randomly each time you play? Or specifically you
maybe,
pick it?
Maybe,
Okay.
or maybe not. I don't know on that one. And some of all of this is subject to change. But the idea is that your attempted survivor is over the course of the game just repeatedly changing their location, or not, because maybe you have a decent hand of defense cards and you're happy holing up in the location that you're in because the killer's 3 spots away, so you feel pretty good right now. So you're not moving around. You can do that too. So you're playing with your hand of I envision 5 cards. Each card is going to roughly fall into one of only a couple of categories. It's either going to be something that moves you, something that attacks, something that defends, or an item that attaches to your person. Any of those things can be, air quotes, mystical, which is just like some souped up like ultra rare version.
Okay.
All right.
The golden gun, or what is
here is
Constantine's gun at the end, the cross shotgun thing.
So here is the part that gets me most excited. Every one of those cards, every card that you play impacts the behavior of the thing you're trying to avoid. Like each one will have, it's a I envision a 2-card setup. 1 card as their marker to kind of slide along the track where they are in relation to where y'all are. But the second card explains what they're doing. Like, for example, the hockey mask killer, when something makes that thing move, it's always going to move in the direction where there's more people. Or the ghost. It's always going to pop up immediately where you were before you moved.
Okay.
Right? So the different things can have different movement behaviors. They can have different attack patterns. And all of that is going to be controlled by every card that you play, because every card that you play is going to have, I envision it as either like a boot or a blade on the bottom. And based off of what shows there, that's what the thing does.
Okay. I can see what we're doing here.
I'm slowly following. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me check my notes. I need to make sure that I'm like covering all the big points and examples that I came up with to try and explain them.
Is it possible to betray the other players, push them in front of the monster so you can get away?
Well, every card that you play is going to force either a move or attack from the thing. So you may be left with no choice, and no matter what card you play, you're fucking someone.
Okay, so I play a card and it moves the thing into the square with Chad. And then the next card I play is triggers the monster to attack. So whoever's at that square gets attacked, and oops, it's Chad.
Yes.
Or oops, it's me.
Yes.
Okay. I see it. But because of the card I played, I might not be worried about that attack.
But yeah, I'm envisioning a virtually interchangeable system of things that are trying to kill you that you're trying to avoid, and even potentially your survivors. I envision every location as having some sort of an impact on the game, because obviously they should. In some capacity, there should be some effect.
Camp
from
showers, invisibility doesn't work here.
Right. Yeah. Or like with the hockey killer, if you're at the lake, that's where it's the most powerful, or that's where it's the weakest. It has some tangible benefit or hindrance depending on what it is or what it does.
So just playing on the genre of horror movies in general to set the tone and scene for each of these scenarios.
Yes.
And then cards trigger when, and so effectively we are playing the monster, but indirectly.
You are playing the monster while also trying to survive it.
Okay. How do we move? Do the cards trigger us moving,
yes.
or just him?
So like if you have a card, let's say you have you've got a hand of 5 cards. Maybe 2 of them are things that will defend against attacks. One of them would let you attack the thing. And you've got a move card, and maybe you've got one of the more rare ones that lets you move 3 spaces.
Okay.
So it lets you move 3 spaces. Its thing at the bottom, maybe it's got a boot. It's got a boot and a blade, and so you get to trigger the move and the attack of the thing.
Interesting.
So the 5 locations you can move from any one to any other one?
No.
Or are they in a line and you
I
move up and down?
they're sort of side by side. Think if this is a
Seventh
reference,
C.
if this is a reference, you get 7th C is one, Smash Up is another. Although
I see the
Doomtown Street.
yeah, the like
yeah.
your side of the street in Doomtown.
Okay.
But I imagine a system where there's a lot of cards that are going to let you move one space. There's significantly less cards that are going to let you move 2. There's only a handful that'll let you move 3, and there's a couple that'll let you go wherever. There's maybe 2 that'll let you just go where you want.
And do you have I can move with this card two squares. I move one to the left and then one to the right.
You could.
And then another to the right.
You could also
to avoid some kind of interaction.
You could also choose to only move 1.
Ooh, you're not forced. I don't know if I like that. I like the idea that you're forced to move the 3.
All right.
It depends. We have to play
so,
it before we see something like that.
And here is just like a dumb gimmicky idea that I had. The game doesn't end when you run out of cards to draw. You keep going until the last person passes. I'm envisioning that as being called like to the last gasp.
Is there no way to force the end?
You go through the you just go through the cards. The idea is that by the time you've hit the end, you've survived till morning.
Oh, so you've drawn all the cards. You still have cards in your hand.
Yes. So
okay. So if you have no cards in your hand, you're gonna die because as soon as the thing lands on your square, you're gonna die. You're tucking and hiding.
Well, I mean, it's going until you run it. Like it's going until you are truly out of stuff to do. But there are ways to. But I see that there are ways to stop or hinder the things. Maybe some of them you are able to just outright kill and eliminate, but others it just stuns the thing for 2 turns or stuns it for a turn.
Or stops it chasing you and
right.
makes it focus on a different target.
Yeah.
You got to call that card Squirrel.
So I figure since people are going to be getting attacked a lot, I envision all the survivors as having a pretty robust health pool.
Okay.
Maybe in the without seeing anything in action and just ballparking it as a place to start, I would want to start in the probably 20 range and see how that felt speed wise.
Okay. And what kind of damage the guy does depends on the card that was played?
It depends on, well, no, it depends on the thing you're going up against. You know, maybe one thing is far stronger than another. Like maybe perhaps Kitty is all about brute force.
Did you say Kitty?
I did, because why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not?
The dirty hentai monster is all about force and will crush the ladies. Perhaps it does extra damage to the ladies.
It does extra damage to the ladies wearing the short shorts.
Yes. And there'll be 2 of them, because why wouldn't there be?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that's that's kind of it. That's the pitch of what I have so far.
I like it.
Yeah, I dig it.
I think it definitely incorporates things we like about games, like movement, and I can see a potential for strategy and playing cards.
And
There's the card I want to play, but if I do, there's no way I can avoid this.
and virtually any card from the draw stack could just be 2 or 3 symbols.
Yeah.
It's just it's the move symbol for me and the attack symbol for the bad guy. Like those don't
now to clarify, we're just going against one monster at a time?
I mean, if you want to go against more, why not? There could be rules for that, and that could be play tested.
You could have, additional ones depending on how many people you have.
Well, I mean, there could be more than 5 locations for each given monster, and that way it would. I assume the locations have different kind of effects, like movement cards here count +1.
And then the other thing I see to make sure that the game stays roughly the same length, regardless of how many people are playing, there's a stack that gets added if you've got 4 or 5 people. Just a stack of extra cards. Just that way the game will remain the same, roughly the same length.
So aside from the monster specific location cards, are the cards in the, we'll call it action deck, are they all the same for every game?
Yes.
Or are there certain? They can reference the other monsters, but they don't necessarily have to only work in that monster's game.
I mean, they could. I guess there could be different effects depending on like where you are.
Mm-hmm.
There could be
like whether it's indoors or outdoors, or
I would
think, day or night.
As far as like the items themselves and the things like the attachments, I would think that those would just be from all of the possible locations to keep it simple.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just that there is something. There's something representative of each of those genres.
I like it. I could definitely see this something that we could work up quick proxies for. Just right.
Yeah. Now I have to tell you about my flux capacitor moment.
Oh, do you hit your head on the sink?
Okay, so I was in the bathroom peeing.
So it's not a no.
It's not.
We do have passing out in the bathroom incidents.
We do. Only the one time. Things are much better now. I've got 3 units of blood. I feel like $1 million fucking bucks today. No, the adding the behavior for the bad guy to all of the cards came to me in that moment, because I was like that's how you could do it. That's how you can make the thing move and have it interact. So I don't know. At this point it feels crazy, but I tried to keep the whole thing super simple as well, as far as like card text and things of that nature. There should be almost no card text.
Yeah, no, I could definitely see, like, once we start printing up some cards and playing, that we could get this into a working game pretty quick. And then it's just a matter of, like, do we want this many guys or this many guys? And
And then
How
it
long should a
becomes
game last?
an expansion becomes different monsters, different locations, maybe a few more cards to add to the deck.
And those could be very small.
Yes.
I mean, those could truly be the 18 card, like the mini packs.
Easter egg, yeah.
Because that would get you couple survivors, the things you're trying, the couple survivors, the things you're trying to avoid, the locations, and a couple cards for the deck.
Well, 18 cards, if you're thinking monster and 5 locations, that's 3 monsters and their corresponding locations in the 18 cards. We just do monster packs. We could do hero or I don't know. You don't call them victims. You call them survivor packs.
I don't know what to call them, because originally my first thought was purely in the genre of final girl slasher film, and then it was like, well, wait, you could have other things at a camp, because cabin in the woods, and so that was what led to the everything else. It's been a long week.
No, don't take my silence as tuning out. No, it's just definitely my gears are turning.
But
I totally see
yeah,
this.
I was only ready to present it because I'm like, I really feel like I have enough that I can paint a vivid enough picture that the guys should be able to see this.
Yeah, it's definitely setting in my imagination. So
Yeah, before the show tonight, Nicole was sitting on the porch and I went into like a 20-minute rant that was half my pitch.
and she's like, I'm not your friend. Shut up.
To her credit, she tried to look interested, and she and there were a couple of points where she did kind of perk up because something did strike her. Did like I did say something that was remotely interesting. So I don't know. I think I think that the mechanic of the card I play controls the bad guy too. I think that is a unique hook.
You got to have in there somewhere the card that is get frisky, and it just brings the monster to you directly. Because whenever somebody has sex in one of those movies, they die.
Absolutely. Right? But there could be a reason that you would want to do that.
Yeah. Because then you want to immediately play a card that moves him away.
Or you have a defense that it is also has like built-in attack elements to it. Or you have some other thing that you can do. Maybe you've got a defense that'll trap him for 2 turns.
Or you're not the only person at that location.
Right. I thought for simplicity's sake, if he attacks and there are 3 people there, all 3 people defend.
Yeah. So there's definitely a bring it here. I have the defense for it.
But that was also why I figured we could play till the last card, because we should be moving through them fairly quickly. If he's sliding all over the place and attacking a bunch as it goes around the table, like there should be lots of attacks. There should be lots of cards moving. So I don't know.
I can see it. I like it. It's not even my genre of movie, but I can totally see it.
Chad, you have been suspiciously quiet.
I've been listening.
I'm
curious.
And I'm desperate for your approval.
And why you're looking for my approval?
Because I already got it from Dad.
Okay. Well, I mean, I would like to get it fleshed out, get some proxies made, and just kind of like toy with it. I'm curious.
Does it sound even remotely interesting?
Absolutely.
Okay.
There's always the question of that can only be answered by proxies in hand. Is it fun? Is it something I want to play? Because the premise sound simple or as strategic or complicated as we want to write it up to be, but until we have cards in hand and people at the table, it's hard to tell.
And I was trying to take the O'Clock approach as well of super simple in concept, but it gives the capacity for incredibly deep strategy.
Yeah, I can see it.
I'm still a little murky on the overall victory condition and how we chart that. Like, one idea I had was some of the cards have a trash can symbol and some of them don't. And if it doesn't have a trash can symbol, it goes into a score pile for you. If it does, it goes into just like a mass discard pile for the deck.
I mean, I guess it depends on if anything comes out of the discard.
Right. Well, and that was...
Because if it doesn't, then you can do whatever.
And that was... If there's like, and that one only was really if looking for like victory points as a win mechanism was going to be a thing. That was an idea to kind of make that happen easily. Another.
So is the end result supposed to be only one person left?
No. I mean, the end result is, well, I guess there should be some kind of a victory point system then, because in theory, everyone could survive the night.
Right. Because, I mean, you can do it as just like a team game type of thing like that. But I was going to say, like, if you are able to acquire a certain number of points or a certain combination of things, maybe you escape and...
Yes. Fuck, yes. I did have that as an idea, and I did not write it down, and thank you for saying that.
Okay.
The idea of escaping. That was it. It was... The idea was you could survive the night, making it all the way to the end, or you could escape by doing something specific to your survivor.
Okay.
Or
the only
foreseeable
problem I see is probably the same problem O'Clock had at the beginning. Is if the game is played to the last survivor, people are going to be kicked out and sitting around watching other people play.
Which is why if you're already won, it's a little easier to stomach. Or, if you've already escaped.
Yeah.
I mean, perhaps if you've already escaped, you could still play cards and it just triggers the bad guy stuff.
Interesting.
I don't know.
There also could be...
This is that blue sky,
you aren't playing
ideas thing.
There's also a thing, you aren't playing, this is the O'Clock solution, you aren't playing one survivor, you're playing a group of survivors. Your goal is to get them all out before anyone else does.
That could be interesting.
Points scaling based off of success.
Yes.
You deploy
I mean,
them.
that's kind of how we solved O'Cluck's people sitting around.
You
Give
deploy.
them more roosters.
You deploy them the way we do the roosters. I mean, you effectively have a coop
Yeah.
of survivors. You only
Well,
are. You're
maybe
only.
there's a card that lets you put a second one out and play.
Sure, but
At the
generally
same
speaking,
time.
you're only going to have one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're moving all over the camp or the
Spaceship
factory floor or spaceship. Yeah, whatever it is, the entire game. So, you maybe you're trying to keep them together because, get them to the exit at the same time, because card effect, you have to probably decide which one is playing that card. And if it's they get out the exit door, you got to decide which one got out, kind of thing.
So
yeah, there's rules problems there, but that's only if you have multiples in play, I guess.
But I know I don't have all of the minutia worked out, but I felt like I had a pretty solid working out of there's enough here to test.
Yeah. I would agree with that. I think, personally, we're a little underneath or behind where we were at design-wise on Cluck, which I think is a good thing, because we're not far enough along that we, are at the point where it was, well, I get those eggs, right? Like we are before that point.
We
so
are.
I think this is
we are.
But we also know those lessons. So
we are
yes.
at play draw.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the chaos that was.
Yes. Which I'm okay with.
Play draw?
You play a card, you draw a card.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And you could have a back and forth
out
combo
of the control too.
That went through the deck.
Yeah, that was
a wild time, but it was
drawing. Always having 5 cards in hand is the perfect solution for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think where we are at right now, we are poised to take some of the lessons that we have learned from the previous games that we've done and apply them in a design and playtest phase that will get us to where we want to go faster. Personal opinion. I could be wrong.
I don't disagree. I mean, it also fits within the body of work. I mean, there's characters, there's cards that are essentially just symbology, which was one game entirely that we made.
Yes.
Like it was.
And then the items are basically just attacks. I mean, there's all the attack cards I did in O'Cluck could easily be items or
right. And like
I
don't know. I would guess the survivors have some kind of stat. I don't know what. Because again, I have.
Maybe they aren't always in effect. Like if movement and attack symbols are on your action card, this player may choose one or the other. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm getting some ideas. Okay.
For abilities.
Yeah.
Just painting possibilities in hand. I mean, O'Cluck didn't have abilities. They had flavor text. Pity the fool. Yep. Foul. So it wasn't until we evolved beyond that we even considered abilities. So
very true.
So maybe we play, the survivors, the runners are blank cards until we see we need another level of complexity. And the characters die. That shouldn't necessarily mean you're going to lose. That just means your other survivor gets put in a game,
right?
And you have a lower maximum victory points possible.
Ooh, okay.
Because you lost one of your, you can't get 15 points or what, because one of your
That's
guys died.
funny. I was thinking 15 because that just felt like a good number.
I don't know. Cross country came to mind, so 15.
Huh? I don't follow along.
Cross country is played like golf. You score points for the place you cross the finish line in, and you score for the first 5 runners in your team. So the lowest possible score you can get in cross country is 15. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
The more you know.
I don't know why I remembered that. The girls ran cross country, but they were never in contention to get any of those points. So
yeah.
But yeah. So you're trying to get them out, and maybe on each character are a series of symbols that signals their escape. You play those symbols in a certain order. Without it resulting in their death, they escape.
And all of those can be cards that would maybe stay in play or go to your scored pile, so you are able to keep track of them
And get extra victory points for that, aside from a person escaping. So you lose a person doesn't mean you can't get to the target number. It just means you're going to have to play some of those victory point cards.
And there's pros and cons to escaping too, because it's going to limit what you could get. It's going to cap your point max, but but it's going to make it harder on the people that are left, because there's one less person to be a target. That's a beautiful. I like that as a balance.
Yeah, it'll definitely have to see it in effect, and it, whether or not it actually plays out that way. As I see there being a possibility that's really simple and easy to reach, or maybe impossible to reach, because
I want
card combinations never come up, kind of thing.
I want it to feel like a choice with real stakes. I want it to be something that you can achieve, that's challenging but not impossible, but that when you are able to pull it off, maybe it's maybe escape isn't the best option. Maybe sticking around at that point is the call.
I have an idea. I have an idea. No matter who the villain is, who the monster is, there are 5 locations, and each of those 5 locations, regardless of the villain, all hold the same type of like one is always considered the kitchen. It's the cafeteria at the camp. It's the mess hall on the ship. It's whatever. It's called the kitchen.
Okay.
And say you have a character in your party, he can only escape through the kitchen. So you're constantly trying to get him back to the kitchen or put him in the kitchen, because if you play these other two cards, he gets to get the fuck out of here.
And
But
everyone,
it only makes sense if every 5 set of locations there's a kitchen, a garage, old shack, and it doesn't necessarily have to be an old shack. It's just that's the equivalent in this setting
yeah,
of the old shack.
yeah, it's an old shack at the camp. It's it's a cluttered storage locker on the spaceship.
Yeah, or the high school, or
Right.
the cruise ship, or whatever the fuck you're playing. Yeah,
Spaceship?
aliens.
Xenomorph.
Oh, okay. Yep.
You forgot the movie.
No,
so are we gonna
go ahead.
Are we gonna make it so that like the locations are kind of somewhat generic, but for flavor? Then is that
No, I
think
they can
similar
they can
5 or
they can be
The abilities
flavored per the thing, but they have a generic symbol in their corner, which in the rules book we can say this is the kitchen, the shack, the shower, whatever, all these different 5 locations, and then on each of those locations for each setting they have one of those symbols, and like this guy has to escape through the locker room.
They could also have more than one, and it's just you got to be in a one that has provisions, and you have to have one that has this, and that way one location might be able to meet 2 of those criteria.
Absolutely.
Without having to be single one only. Because like you don't want somebody to be able to just sit on one location and you can never do anything if you need to do something specific. So having that symbol at more than one location means, cool, if you're going to block 2 locations, then that's more of a challenge, and that's a better strategy than camping on one and it stops being fun.
Well, there's also the aspect that you're playing cards and you're moving the guy around, so you're kind of controlling where he's at, and he's not camping on anything.
To an extent, I mean, if you're moving them and then you have to do something and you have to wait a turn to do the next thing, and they've already moved them back by then, like, I'm trying to avoid a situation where somebody gangs up on people and makes it not fun.
I think lessons can be learned from In Too Deep in that respect.
Yeah.
It making it not like Chad or Dylan, I can't remember who said it, having multiple options for that escape rather than just one location. He can only go out through here.
Yeah.
He can only go out through here unless he has this. If he has the walkie-talkie, he can get out through anywhere, but otherwise he has to go through the locker room. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and we can have character specific, like this person can escape from here, here, and here, and then also have generic, like, hey, if you get the car or the escape pod or the whatever, you can escape regardless of what your character's other escape option is. Like there should be a couple of generic escape options in the deck, and then specific to each character's escape option.
And we can still
more than
use symbols by just having on their card escape routes, and you just have the symbols for locations and a line maybe separating symbols for equipment that also can be used to escape.
Yeah.
I'm liking it more and more we talk about it. I think there's definitely possibilities here.
We got to sit down and do it, but like we draw up the most, like if we just picked 2 bosses and the 5 locations and started from there, I feel like we could do enough with those 2 that everything else is just a little bit of a different twist, different flavor, but the same mechanics.
Honestly,
be fine.
I think the low hanging fruit and the ones that have been talked about the most. You've got your hockey mask killer in a camp,
And a
and
xenomorph.
you've got some kind of nasty alien, or hell, you could use Kitty as a space
Predator.
monster.
Yeah.
Could you? What is a place? What?
You could use Kitty as a space monster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Either one of those would. I mean, both of those easy places to start. With Kitty, I mean, come up with the 5 locations. I threw out old shack, locker room, kitchen,
Bunks. Maybe it's like your command center.
Okay, office.
Yeah, office, or like the main lodge at the camp.
Mm-hmm.
So
Great Hall.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that could be like, the office could be the bridge, and the Great Hall could be, just like the cargo area or something.
I mean, you just generically, you'd have food, you'd have shelter, you'd have communications as your 3 generic locations. However, you need to skin them.
Good to go. Yep.
And then the other 2 could be like armory
Utility
type of thing.
Yeah.
Where you would find your weapons, and then I don't know, whatever the last one would need to be.
Yeah.
See, we do best when we just start talking shit out.
I agree.
Now we have to follow through
I mean,
with it.
Jeff came with a picture in head and threw it out, and we just keep painting more trees.
We just keep adding happy little trees, guys.
Yeah.
They know what's up, and that's okay. They won't tell. Probably.
I see one of the cards as you got to have that sacrificial. You call the sheriff, and he comes at the wrong time and steps right in front of the machete that comes down on top of him. So that, like, the sacrificial play.
Yeah, I mean, the 5th location can be like the one that you hide in, like the woods, or back room type of thing.
Yeah, the woods, or the spaceship could be like the air ducts.
Right.
Yeah.
Or the escape pod, or whatever, it ended up being.
Yeah.
And there's a plethora of, tropes and stuff to draw upon to make any of this work. So, I mean, there's any number of horror movies out there to inspire more vision.
Yeah, I'm just, once we have the main part of it down, the whole how do we fit one of these 5 into it is the easy part, because then we're good to go.
Well, hopefully this was recorded, because I didn't take notes, and it's 10 o'clock.
I mean,
it was.
If it wasn't recorded, we have a whole problem tonight.
Well, yeah. It was both recorded, and half of this I already had written down.
Okay.
Cool.
After I got done in the bathroom, I came running out, and
wash your hands.
I did, but then I come running. I did. But then I come running out, and I'm looking for something to write with, and you would think, in a house of people who, there's lots of writing implements in the house. My eldest collects pens, so there's no shortage of shit to write with in the Bookman household. I couldn't find anything.
I just imagined you running out of the bathroom with your pants down. I need a pen.
No, I'm running around and I'm like, everybody at this point knows what it looks like when I'm in one of those moments where I've had an idea and I absolutely have to get it written down because everybody who lives here has seen it.
I've had those moments recently with just Monday with my idea for the strip, where I just grabbed my phone and dictated to my notes app. So just speech to text.
So
to get it written down.
All right.
Speaking of which, are we still recording?
Nope. Ending the stream now. There you go,
Okay.
folks. That should be pretty good.
I have it drawn. I'm in the midst of